Hi, I'm Mary Claire Geiss with the City of Fort Collins Mediation Restorative Justice Services. I'm the program specialist there. And the Restorative Justice program originally started out in the police department. Many years ago, 20 years to be exact. Sue Mateer, who was a school resource officer, she wrote the grant that brought restorative justice, and we were originally housed under the police department for quite some time until 2013 when we merged with the mediation department, and then we moved over to neighborhood services. So what restorative justice is we bring together victims of crime, the offenders, their families, the victims' families, affected community, and everyone together talks about what happened, who's been affected, and who was harmed by a particular incident, and then develop a contract where the person repairs the harm that was caused to the victim and the community and themselves and their family. So how SROs are involved in restorative justice is they directly refer cases to the restorative justice program. Sometimes it's true diversion, so it's not even pre-ticket, and that way they are not involved in the justice system. That way the victim has a chance to speak about how they've been affected by an incident. We also get referrals with recommendations with restorative justice with through the DA's office and through municipal court. And we invite the school resource officers into our conference. Some of our victims really feel the need to be comfortable to participate. They need to have a school resource officer there as a support person. School resource officers also provide a chance to meet with them, like kind of in a more casual environment where they can do some relationship building in the restorative justice meeting and connect both the victim and the offender to school resources that are available. Some of our school resource officers have helped out with doing community service through Santa Cops and things like that when it's part of their contract. With restorative justice, one of the things that we do is when we bring everybody together is talk about how somebody has been affected by the particular offense. So how they've been harmed, how it's been rippled out throughout the community. So what we do is we bring everybody together. That includes the victim, the offender, their families, the affected community, the school resource officer, and everyone is there and talking about this particular offense and how it has affected every single person. How it rippled out from the victim to the community. And sometimes it's the first time a youth is accountable. Sometimes we have multiple youth who participated in a crime and they haven't been completely honest with their parents about what they were accountable for. So with a school resource officer there and our team of volunteers of over 60 volunteers that we have in our program, we're helping the youth be accountable for their part of their crime and talk about that particular incident truthfully, because they can't blame anybody else because everybody's already sitting there in the circle. So after everyone has a chance to talk and explain how they've been affected by an offense, then we have an opportunity to create a contract to repair that harm that was caused. Some of those things could be community service. It could be they could be getting therapy. They could be writing letters of apology to the victims. They could be talking. They've gone out and talked about how theft has affected others in their community if that was one of their offenses, and then they all come back. Everybody's invited back to a completion circle where they show their proof that they successfully completed it. If it was directly referred by a school resource officer, we let the school resource officer know that it's successfully completed, and the case is closed, and so it's a true diversion. So they don't have any charges and they can move on with their lives.